is the way forward. This is how you are going to save your energy, your time. Now coming on to very briefly regarding the advantages of mediation, not only for the entire judicial system, for the advocates, for the parties involved, and especially the children. See, it is the only platform whereby they get a chance to resolve their misunderstandings, which is usually the root cause of any matrimonial dispute. It is anger between the parties, it is irritation, it is frustration between the parties that slowly and gradually ends up into a larger matrimonial dispute. And I must say, if the children are involved, they are the ultimate sufferers because they become a toy in between the parties. So what mediation helps in is the mediator, he or she, becomes a bridge in resolving those misunderstandings basically. See, advocates, yes, we being advocates, we counsel our parties.
They are void or whether they are voidable. Have a look at all the relevant laws, the personal laws as well as the secular laws. The secular law being the Special Marriage Act, it provides for the marriageable age and it is quite strict because that registration is mandatory. But wherever the registration of marriage is not mandatory, whether the condition for the marriageable age is complied with, what is the legal status of marriage? It renders the marriage, whether the marriageable age is complied with or it is violated, it renders the marriage as valid. Even the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act, it provides or it gives a ground that to render the marriage as voidable at the max. Only where the child has been bought or sold for the purpose of immoral trafficking, yes, it is there that such a marriage can be rendered as void. With the passage of time, yes, the Supreme Court has taken very progressive step with regard to the
how both these departments and with the help of political intervention can help in reducing the matrimonial disputes in India. First of all, I will discuss the changing socio-economic and political scenario in India with last couple of decades with the advent of economic liberalization, rise of social media and economic independence of India. Our society has also undergone significant changes. We have seen that though there is improvement in gender equality and also individual empowerment, but at the same time these changes has brought a lot of changes in the social institutions like marriage and family. We have moved away from joint family to nuclear families, and thus a lot of matrimonial disputes have started rising in India. These disputes have increased manifold in the last couple of decades. I will now discuss the role of police in these disputes. First of all, when any complaints regarding matrimonial dispute, as far as practical thing is concerned, when any complaint comes to regarding matrimonial disputes, if there is any urgent need of if the women or the person concerned is suffering from any domestic violence or is suffering from any kind of violence, we prefer to give her shelter.
ठीक है सर।
Our hearty gratitude to the honorable guest for inaugurating this conference on an auspicious note. Singh and Ms. Simranjeet Kaur Saluja to welcome our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Rajesh Bhardwaj, by presenting a bouquet.
This mindset which was there in our society that persists even today. We, after the independence, when the constitution was adopted, the preamble of our constitution, which is the biggest, largest written constitution and which is said to the Bharat constitution as well, it starts with we the people of India do hereby solemnly to resolve ourselves to give justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. Justice, socio-economic, political, liberty of thought, expression and all. We never said the preamble is that any gender, any caste, any religion. You see the fundamental rights, you see the fundamental duties, you see the directive principles of the state policies. Everywhere it was taken care of that the woman gets its due right. In the Constituent Assembly also, we have the very revered women who had taken the decision, who were the part of the policy makers. And that's why the Constitution, that is a beautiful piece of legislation, and what we say that we are governed by the Constitution, that came into being. Slowly, we started fulfilling our dreams as well, which was in literacy, we fared well. In economy also, as we see today, we have done well. We are progressing. In politics, there are also some representation. Now from here the difference started. Because the women in the history, which I said, that she was given the role of the home and the male was given the role of over the resources. Now when she started, her role started changing. Then the clash started. Now she is educated also. She has she has finances also. She has the capability of thinking independently also.